Good morning, grade 6. I hope that everybody is doing well and you're ready for today's lesson. So let's get started. I would like everybody to please open up the English textbooks on page 86. So today we'll be doing language practice. So I will be doing the slides and you can follow in your textbook as I go along. So today we'll be doing the continuous or progressive tenses. So in the first excerpt from Kensuk's Kingdom, you heard that when Stella came back on the deck, the family was busy. Dad was making tea and Michael was doing a navigation lesson. So in a few lessons before this one, we were doing the novel Kensuk's Kingdom. So now they are just taking some sentences out of the reading that we have done. And that will just be an example for the language that we will be doing today. Right? So the verbs above are in the continuous or progressive tense. So those examples, we can see the words that are highlighted, they are the verbs that are in continuous or progressive tense. Right? But let's go on to the slides. So the next sentence in your textbook reads, what is the continuous tense? So this tense is used for actions that continue or go on for a while. You can use the continuous tense in the present, past, and future. So what they're telling us about the continuous tense is we know this tense is used for actions and showing that actions that are going on and on for a while. And we also know we can use the continuous tense in both present, past, and future. Also, what I'd like you to note is that on the right top of the slide, I wrote copy slide. So all the slides that have the red words in, you need to copy into your book. But I will explain that at the end when we doing the homework part. Okay, so let's continue. You can use this tense in different ways. So number 1, for action that began in the past and is still continuing. For example, I am reading a fantastic novel. So the sentence is telling us, I am reading a fantastic novel. So the am reading that's underlined, that shows us that you started already in the past reading the book, but now you're still continuing to read it, right? So it's beginning in the past, but it's still continuing, right? You're still reading it. Number 2, for actions that go on when another action took place. For example, I was reading when she arrived. While I was reading, she arrived. So once again, we have underlined I was reading and then while I was reading, right? So it's telling us, the first sentence tells us what the person was doing when someone arrived. And then the second sentence is telling us while they were reading, that person arrived as well. So the action that goes on when another action took place as well, right? Question 3. For action going on at a particular time. For example, at 9 o'clock, I was reading. So this action tells us that the person was reading, but it gives us more information. It tells us at exactly what time, right? So this action tells us what's going on at a particular time. Number 4, for actions in the future. For example, tomorrow morning I will be seeing the doctor. Once again underlined, I will be seeing. So that already tells us that it's something that will happen in the future. And also they gave us information by saying that tomorrow morning, so that's in the future, that this person will be seeing the doctor. So those are the 4 ways that this tense can be used, right? And also the example sentences with those actions in there. Okay, so on the next page, page 87, we have adding ing to the main verb. So we have a little mind map or diagram of how to add a ing to a main verb. So number 1 says verbs that end in e. You need to drop the e. So for example, if I say live, I take the e away and it becomes living, right? I'm adding the ing. And then another example, come. If I take the e away and add ing, it becomes coming, right? Number 2, verbs that have the consonant vowel consonant form. So double the last consonant. So for example, we have sit and then we add the ing and it becomes sitting. But as you can see, we add another T, right? Because that's the consonant vowel. And then again we have put, and adding the ing we have putting. And once again we can see we added another T because that was the consonant vowel, right? Number 3, verbs that end in L. After a vowel, you double the L. So whenever we have a vowel at the end of a L, we add another L. So for example, travel becomes traveling. And you can see we added another L because there was a vowel before the L. Next one, cancelling. Once again, it becomes, we add another L because the vowel E was before L. Right? So we add a double. We have double L. So travel becomes traveling. Cancel becomes cancelling. And lastly, number 4, verbs that end in IE, we drop the E and change the E to Y, right? Let me just read that again. Verbs that end in IE, we drop the E, so we take the E away and change the I to Y. So if we have lie, we can see it as a IE, and we take that away and we make it lying, right? Once again, we have tie. So we take away the E and change the I to Y. Tying. Right, so I know it can sound a little bit confusing reading it, but if you have to pause the screen, read through it again, or even read through your textbook and go through all 4 of these again to understand it better, right? Okay, for homework, I would like you to please write the heading, date and page number, then draw a line. You, like I forgot to add in here, but you need to copy all the slides where I indicated to copy. So you need to first write down the definition of the continuous tenses and examples, and then complete the question on page 86, question 1, and then complete question on page 87, question 2, right? So remember, first write down the definition and copy my slides about the continuous tenses and the examples, and then you complete question 1 and 2. So this activity must be completed in your English workbook, right? So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and you learned something new, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!